guys, this book has so much information in it that will help you guys, whether you want a leadership role, you want to improve your communication skills. I have found the plug, y'all. What is up, my kings and queens? So it is your girl Ashley Nicole here. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below and join the family. So I am coming to y'all today with a book review. So this book has been referred to me so many times. If you have ever thought to yourself that you lack communication skills, if you want to develop into a leadership role, or if you're in sales and you just want to win people to your way of thinking, this book has so many concepts in it, guys, that will help you succeed those goals. I am going to be doing a book review on how to win friends and influence people. So if you have been doing this entrepreneurship game for a while, I know you have heard of this book. This book is so popular. It is on top recommendation lists all across the world. So I decided to dabble into it, and I want to share some concepts with you guys, okay? So this book is broken down into 4 main parts. Each part, it has a lot of information in it. I'm not going to sit here and read the whole book to you guys. That's your job. I am just going to go over some of the concepts that I took away that was really important to me and that will really help you succeed your goals as an entrepreneur. Alright, you guys, so for this first part of the book, Carnegie goes into detail about the fundamental techniques in handling people. So some key concepts that I took away from this first part was never to criticize, condemn, or complain when speaking to someone. Make sure that you give honest and sincere appreciation whenever in a conversation. Always arousing the other person an eager want to do what you would like them to do, as well as never show others that you are not interested in what they have to say. Now, a good example of these concepts is, let's say you're a personal trainer and you are looking for somebody to train. So you don't go to a person and be like, hey, I need a customer base as your sales pitch. You will never get a customer, right? You want to start off the pitch with, hey, I would like to help you lose weight. Now, how am I going to do that? I am going to train with you. I'm going to sweat with you. I'm going to eat what you eat, and we are going to work out together in order to reach your goals. The key concept that I took away from the first part of this book was how to put yourself in another person's perspective, how to understand what the other person wants, and how to sincerely understand what the other person wants in order for you to align their goals with your goals. Now, you're going to have to get creative on obviously how you put yourself in another person's perspective, but you mainly need to create an eager want in that person in order to help them, because if they don't want to do what you want them to do 9 out of 10 times, they're not going to do it. Alright, you guys, so in part 2 of how to win friends and influence people, Carnegie goes into detail about the 6 ways to make people like you. Now, I don't know about y'all, but this was a really important chapter to me, just because whenever you're starting a business, you want to be a good first impression to your customers. Now, what's nice about this is he gives you some key techniques in order to help you interact a little bit better with someone, or how to talk to somebody and have a genuine conversation with your customers in order to get to know them better and establish a better relationship. Now, some of the factors that I took away from this part of the book was how to genuinely be interested in somebody. He goes on into some techniques like how to remember someone's name, how to make sure that you're always smiling in every interaction, how to talk in terms of the other person's interests, as well as make the other person feel important in the conversation. Now, these are so important because whenever you come into interaction with any customer in your business, you want to make them feel good. You want to make them come back to your business, make them feel like, hey, I am welcome in this space. And Carnegie gives such an amazing description of every single point in this chapter in order to help you make that goal. Now, let's say, for example, you are out on the street, or you're at your dentist's office, doctor's office, just getting to know somebody on a little more personal level, like, hey, how did you get into this? You know, what school did you go to? Just starting that conversation is really crucial in making and keeping good relationships in your business. Alright, you guys, so in part 3 of How to Win Friends and Influence People, Carnegie goes into the 12 ways of how to win someone to your way of thinking. Now, some key concepts I took from this chapter was, if you're wrong, admit that you're wrong up front. Don't defend yourself or push blame on someone else. It's basically taking your point of view and showing it in the other person to where the conversation works out in your favor, if that makes any sense. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be able to go into full detail of this chapter because this is the longest chapter of the book, but he really does break down to us, when you're in a conversation, how to persuade someone and get ahead of the problem before it's even created. Now, if you have ever been in a situation where you were in the wrong and you know you're in the wrong and you know, like, hey, the person on the receiving end is going to be upset, he really gives you some basic tips on how to de-escalate a situation before it even gets to that level, to the point where you're walking out of the office or you're walking out of this conversation with praise more than anger. I love this part of the book, you guys, because this is literally used in everyday situations. It's not just business or business talk or selling or things like that. This is a conversation you can have with your mom or your dad or your best friend. All of these concepts in this chapter are essential when having a conversation with somebody. All right, you guys, so we are in part 4 of How to Win Friends and Influence People, and this is the chapter for all of those managers out there or anybody who wants to improve their leadership skills. In this part of the book, Carnegie goes into talking about how to be a good leader and how to change people without giving offense. Now, some of the key tips that I took away from this part of the book was how to give the other person a reputation to live up to, how to use encouragement, how to praise the little things, how to call attention to people's mistakes indirectly, and so much more. If you are in that management role and you just don't know how in the world to lead the group of people you're responsible for, this part of the book really breaks down how to have those conversations, those tough conversations with people, and how to not give offense to the people that you're managing. If you are interested in improving any of your leadership skills, the fundamentals in this part of the book will really help you grow as an up-and-coming business owner, manager, leader in general. This will definitely help you guys. All right, my kings and queens, so that is it for my book review on how to win friends and influence people. If you have not, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and join the family. We just hit 100 subscribers, and I am so grateful and so thankful for every single one of you that watches my videos. Comment down below and let me know if you read this book before and what you have taken away from it. Until next time.